Good afternoon, heroes. Previously on Marvel's Midnight Suns, we capped off last week with the disastrous loss of the Sanctum Sanctorum. We need to take back some ground, and we need a plan.
I know this is difficult for you, Stephen, but the Sanctum is gone, and we need to plan for what comes next.
What's next? Armageddon has already happened. What's next is hell on Earth. The barrier has been breached. Expect the world to fall, city by city, nation by nation.
I'm not ready to give up, and neither should you.
It's not just losing the Sanctum that hurts us. It's also Banner.
We will handle him, as long as he doesn't become the Hulk.
It's his mind that I'm most worried about. That rift charge is just the start of the awful things he could conceive of. He is Lilith's most powerful weapon now.
Then you know what we need to fight back with, right?
We tried. Blaze is being impossible unless he gives us the parchment.
Shh. Voices carry. Let us lower ours.
Best to
Now's
pretend
not the
we
time to
didn't
be
hear
AWOL,
that.
Hunter. We need you in the war
Oh,
room.
also, do forgive any clipping at the top of the screen. OBS was having a weird moment, and I didn't notice until nearly a week after I had recorded this footage. Seems I can't escape the scuff even on my edited works.
We can't wait for Strange. We need to start now.
We should already be out there, fighting.
Okay, so that's two superhero strongholds Lilith's reduced to rubble, and now she's gone and really pissed me off.
Lucky us. At the Forge today, we get the final card of Blade's full combo. Reaper instantly deals all remaining bleed damage to a target at once. That's the knockdown to the Hunger's set up.
Doctor.
If you've come to cheer me up, don't waste your time. There is nothing you can do or say that could possibly lift my spirits.
I just came to express my condolences for the loss of your home.
I appreciate that, but I wish that was the only thing that was lost.
What else was lost, Doctor?
Do you even have to ask? You saw that all that dark energy burst from my building, electrifying the New York skyline with a supernatural storm. Those were Lilith's forces erupting into this world. Now they are free to scour every corner of this earth for the parchment. You should have let me go down with the Sanctum. Maybe I could have reactivated some ward of protection that would have prevented all her Lilin from escaping into the wild.
You are too important to sacrifice yourself now.
But what if my death could have saved our entire dimension?
I still would not do it. We need you, Doctor. I do not believe we can defeat Lilith without you.
I could say the same about you. We must accept this loss and gather our resolve. Like it or not, the reality is that Lilith is one step closer from completing the Darkhold and summoning
Chthon.
We cannot let that happen.
Getting reports of zombies in the sewers.
Vampires in Manhattan? More vampires in Manhattan.
The green sky is growing.
All right. Let's not give in to rumors.
Sorry, Cap. I don't think these are just rumors. The old Spidey sense has been on double red alert since...
We lost the Sanctum? Perhaps now you understand why I was so adamant we save it. Think of the Sanctum as our world's supernatural ozone layer. When it breaks down, or explodes...
Holes open up. Only in this case, instead of a nasty sunburn, you get demons. Lots of demons.
And his children basked in his light as the temple of the false gods fell.
Oh, what album is that from?
The prophecy. The dark god Chthon readies his return.
Well, does the dark god Chthon own a dude ranch in the southwest? Because there's a whole lot of something going on out there.
Should, probably tell them.
About?
The Carnival. Johnny Blaze and the Quentin Carnival.
No way.
Who exactly is Johnny Blaze?
Sort of a jerk.
Legend. Famous stunt rider, fellow spirit of vengeance.
And keeper of the Parchment of Power.
The final page of the Darkhold. The missing piece my mother needs to complete the prophecy and free Chthon.
When were you gonna tell the rest of us this?
Welcome to our world.
The entire point of a secret guardian is to remain secret.
Yeah? From the look of things, I'd say your little secret is out.
With the barrier gone, our enemies must have been able to detect the page's foul presence. Lord knows what wretched evil Lilith sent to retrieve it.
Only feels fitting that we bring Ghost Rider for this one.
We're actually gonna meet Johnny Blaze? This is a total pinch me moment.
The others do not seem as excited.
Blaze has a bad reputation, but I think he's just misunderstood.
Blaze has kept the Parchment of Power safe so far, but he won't withstand a full-on assault from Lilith on his own.
He will not be on his own much longer. The parchment will stay safe.
Good. And while you're there, see if you can talk some sense into him.
He didn't have it. How about you? We're being paid to find the Page Creed. Have fun on your own time. Oh, this ain't about the money anymore. Get inside. You can go straight to hell. All of you can. Oh, crap. That's just cheating.
Surrender the page, Blaze.
Nice meat suit, lady.
Surrender, or be destroyed.
They dug up Junior, too.
Child.
Struck a nerve, huh? Then you're gonna love this. Heard you were dead, Johnny. That was the idea. I'd ask what you were doing here, but I just pumped a few rounds in his chest.
The legendary Johnny Blaze. I have heard
Hear
much
that? This is your fault. Play with Mama all you want. I've got people to save. Mama.
Long story.
We'll just have to hope Blaze can handle the escape on his own. You've got a big problem of your own to deal with now. Call that one a Nest Mother. And the altars she's summoning are going to make things a lot harder unless you destroy them too.
Take out the big lady and her rock collection. Got it.
Still they persist.
And just because Lilith decided to talk through this one, don't feel the need to show it any mercy.
Wolverine finally joins the crew fully after his little cameo in the DLC. He is the crowd controller of the gang. Close to all of his abilities have Chain or Taunt, or both. And Berserk gives him enough lifesteal that he's able to soak up the damage that the attention gives him. Just like Caretaker said, the altars are your priority, as destroying them will deal direct damage to the Nest Mother, regardless of the Lilith Guardian. So Wolverine, let him have it.
I suppose it's something only the innocent are spared.
Your fear is palpable.
At the end of a turn, if any altars are left, the Nest Mother will upgrade it into a monument that provides various nasty buffs and debuffs. In this case, the Monument of Affliction hits a random negative status to a hero every turn.
Destroying those altars may be the fastest way to bring her down.
Assuming we can get past that guardian.
Not my first rock monster rodeo. Nothing to worry about. Bad luck for you, bub.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Suffer.
Your time has come.
The Nest Mother's other ability is Close Ranks, much like the Guardians but even worse. Dealing any direct damage to her will cause all Lilith enemies to target the offending hero, so make sure you're ready for payback.
Any altars you don't destroy she'll attempt to turn into monuments, shrines to Lilith, that manipulate the battlefield.
I never knew my mother was so vain.
I assume that comes with the territory when you have a cult following to maintain.
Consider it.
Your soul is an open question, Hunter.
It's about time.
Defeated the Nest Mother without actually attacking her or even killing the Guardian. I've played this game a lot, can you tell?
Lilith won't be happy to see her favored ones fall so easily.
You cannot resist, child. The prophecy will be fulfilled.
Maybe so. But not today.
Let's hope not.
Not so tough without that little pop gun of yours. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Not as much as me. Somehow, you get uglier every time I see you.
And you get smaller. Runt.
Stop fussing over me, you idiots. After them. No escape this time, Creed.
I was gonna say the same thing to you. All of you.
Looks like Mommy gave you another chance, Creed. Too bad she couldn't do something about that face.
You're full of jokes now. But let's see how funny it is when I spill your guts.
Already killed you once, scumbag. Ain't gonna be a problem doing it again.
It's been a hot minute since we faced Sabretooth, and he's only gotten uglier. With Permanent Frenzy, Sabretooth doesn't operate on standard turn order. He will make his move every 2 card plays you make, regardless of anything else.
Your mother abandons you. I cannot seem to focus.
You're gonna pay for what you've done here. I'm gonna make sure of that.
Small man talks big game.
Use Wolverine's chain attacks on the dogs to keep them occupied and build up heroism, then pay it off with big attacks against Sabretooth himself. Either Judgment or Hell Ride with Ghost Rider.
As long as you're on our side, we won't have a problem.
Sabretooth also has a new trick, Fatal Fury, no relation to the SNK fighting games. When this happens, you need to bind or stun Sabretooth now, or somebody's getting their world rocked.
You should have seen their faces. Family night at the Carnival. I could have almost tasted their fear right before they bought it.
You'd be doing me a personal favor if you could shut him up. Permanently impossible.
You heard the lady.
You can try again.
Ow! most of Wolverine's health and a wound in a single hit. Thankfully, he can give it just as good as he gets it.
Lilith has found the ideal servant in this one. His soul was black long before she got to it.
Yeah, when it comes to pieces of trash, Sabertooth is one out of the other.
You keep talking, but I'm still here.
No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Something is wrong.
I'm gonna rip you.
It won't be that easy.
Your time has come.
Mind your head, big man.
He's down, but not out yet.
I will not fall for the same ruse twice.
Thought as much.
You're welcome.
Enough of this.
Easy, kid. These were his people.
We did what we could, Blaze.
That's what folks with bloody hands always say.
If we do not stop the Midnight Sun, the entire world will get far bloodier.
Not my problem anymore. Forget the damn prophecy. I know I sure as hell am.
Aren't you gonna follow him?
Nah, he may not have been listening. But I am. Keep talking, kid.
What happened at that carnival was a tragedy.
One that could have been avoided.
If you did not keep so many secrets...
Oh, well, what is this, a duet? Since when did you two get so chummy?
Don't change the subject.
The spirits of vengeance have always been the secret guardians of the parchment of power.
Guardians? Blaze is probably using the page as toilet paper right now.
I met the guy. You're giving him too much credit.
We did what we had to do. That secret kept the page out of our enemies' hands for centuries.
At what cost?
You cannot win this war with secrets.
Magic is right. If we're going to stop Lilith from causing any more massacres, we need to come clean with each other, now.
There is nothing else, Captain.
I wish I could believe you.
So do I.
Then I don't see a point in continuing this conversation.
This is bull. Grade A bull. I wish I could have helped today, Hunter. Is Steve Rogers everyone's ideal dad? I see it.
I can see you are still upset, Ileana.
Of course I'm still upset. Caretaker continuously stonewalls us and expects all of us to just go along and make nice. But it never works out that way. You would think she would have learned by now, but I guess not. She should trust us more.
If you were to be completely honest with yourself, you would have to admit that you do not trust her either.
How could I? She keeps too many secrets. She always has and always will.
Distrust only breeds more distrust.
Neither Caretaker nor Tony told us she gave the page to Blaze for safekeeping. They should know he's one of the least safe people on the planet. No matter what Robbie says. Now all that stands between this realm and Chthon is that overrated stuntman. Entrusting it to him was a mistake.
If it were up to me, I would entrust the page to you, Ileana.
You would?
If there is one soul on this team who could handle its darkness, resist its corruptive influence, not shirk in the face of its horror, that soul would be you.
Then you know me well. Alas, you are not the one calling the shots. Blaze has the parchment, and I cannot change that. Let's just hope he can hold on to it.
It's so easy to get max friendship with magic. Just be early 2000s edgy and fan her ego. Let's go check in with Logan.
You know, it's kind of rude to walk around in here and not give me so much as a hello.
I assumed you were asleep.
I don't sleep much. But that doesn't stop me from enjoying the company of a comfortable bed when I spot one.
After that fight at the Quentin Carnival, I suppose we all could use a lengthy rest.
I can't get too comfortable. Not so long as Sabretooth's still out there.
He is your quarry, I take it.
I guess you could say that. We have a history. None of it nice. Though he's definitely changed. His nasty side got, well, nastier.
From what I have seen, he should not be much trouble for you.
I've been tracking and fighting him for decades. If he was easy to handle, trust me, I would have put him away for good ages ago. This last time, though, he's gotten even more deadly.
Then I hope you can rise to the challenge. It does not look like you are planning to stay long. Some find our abbey to be a bit unnerving.
Oh, this place is nothing. You'd be surprised at some of the places I've rested my boots.
If you talk like that, now you have to tell me some stories.
Oh, okay. Let's see. I've been all over the planet. And a few other planets besides.
Other planets?
Yeah. We're not alone in the universe, you know. There's the Kree, there's Skrulls, there's the Brood. Most aliens you're better off avoiding, but there's a few good ones out there. I'll tell you though, after a while, all you really care about is a nice soft bed. I see the way you're looking at me. Who's this mysterious guy hanging out in my place all of a sudden?
Perhaps.
Tell you what, I've got a little break between people trying to kill me, so let's have a little chat.
What all do you know about this Johnny Blaze?
He's a flaming jackass. Used to be known as the Spirit of Vengeance, until even his attitude got too bad for that job. Seems like he's really committed to the carny life now. Must be the funnel cakes and fried candy bars.
Do you think a man like that is up to the challenge before him? Guarding the Parchment of Power is not a task taken lightly.
Yeah, we faced some vile customers together. He may not have the flaming skull thing anymore, but he's got guts where it counts.
How long have you known this Sabretooth? Seems like you two have a history.
His real name's Victor Creed, and you're right. We've got bad blood going back a long time. Believe it or not, we used to be teammates and pals. Kinda.
They say familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah, well, they get things dead on sometimes. Didn't take me long to notice he wasn't exactly playing with a full deck. Creed and I have long since chosen to follow different paths. Yet somehow we keep ending up at the same friggin' destination.
You seem like a nomad, but surely you have a place you call home.
I guess you could say Xavier's place has been the closest thing to a real home I've ever had.
Who?
Oh, Professor Charles Xavier. He's got a swanky place outside of New York City. A private school. Lots of space and plenty of interesting folk. It's a lot like your Abbey here. Except Charles has a baseball field.
Baseball?
Yeah. If you got interest, I'd be happy to explain all the rules sometime.
You seem to know everyone. I assume you know the Midnight Suns as well?
I know some of these kids. Didn't know they got themselves a band name.
Who do you know?
Magic, for instance. She's the kid sister of a buddy of mine, Pyotr Rasputin. I call him Colossus.
Interesting. You and she have similar attitudes.
Maybe because we have similar backgrounds. I grew up in Canada, surrounded by wolves. She grew up in Limbo, surrounded by demons.
Which place is worse, Canada or Limbo?
Oh, Limbo. They don't have hockey.
I have taken up enough of your time. I should go.
It's been a pleasure. If you have more questions, you know where to find me.
Hunter, you there? I'm in the library. It's super important you meet me here ASAP.
Whoa. When Nico says something's urgent, that always gives me a bad vibe.
I can hear you standing there, Hunter.
What are you reading, Nico?
A limited edition print of the Book of Thoth.
The Book of Thoth? Where did you find a book of such rarity?
I didn't. Someone just left it out. Weird, too, because I was looking for a book on chaos magic so I could understand Wanda's grimoire a little better. I didn't think I was gonna find any, since Caretaker probably hid or burned every single text on the topic. But, poof, here this was, waiting for me.
It does seem to be one of the centers of supernatural activity around here.
You feel that too, huh? Sometimes when I'm in here, all the hairs on my neck stand straight up. But in a warm and fuzzy, friendly ghost kind of way.
Find anything helpful?
I did. There's a historical account of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh who was struck by a dark madness after reading a page from an old book called The Scrolls of Chthon.
Wait, that is another name for the...
Darkhold, I know. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if this was the first case of corruption in recorded history.
Was this pharaoh's corruption ever purified?
Hold up, I haven't gotten to that part of the story. So the legend goes that nothing could cure the pharaoh until this traveling light worker came along, laid his hands upon the pharaoh, and recited an incantation. The pharaoh came back to his senses and returned to his good old classical Egyptian disembodied self.
I doubt there was not a price to such a purification.
Oh, there was. So like, when the Lightworker recited the incantation, he absorbed all the pharaoh's corruption into his own body and, died.
He did not survive?
No. But the lines of the incantation he used are scattered throughout this book. I'm gonna have Magic help me transcribe them and see if we can use them to cure Wanda.
Let me get this straight. You and Magic plan on piecing together a 100,000-year-old incantation that worked once and killed the person who said it?
Yes?
Well, if you want to save Wanda, you will have to take risks.
100%. Well, I'm gonna find Magic, see if we can make a dent in this transcription. I'll give you a shout when we do. Until then, not a word about this to anyone.
Loathe might side with Caretaker, but I'd have a bad feeling about this.
Think about that now. The sanctum wasn't just a home. It was a part of me.
I know. I just thought it might cheer you up. Hey, I heard about this crazy video online. A monkey riding a cat like it's a horse. You want to take a look?
No.
I think you'd love it. Maybe they were enchanted.
I said no. Tony, don't you realize what I'm going through? My whole world has quite literally blown up.
I just want to cheer you up, that's all. Hey, you want to curse me? No, just kidding. Don't curse me.
Tony shares memes like my dad does.
They're accusing me of keeping secrets, as if that's the biggest problem we have right now. I don't know, maybe the demonic green sky over New York was too subtle for them to notice?
I think they noticed.
Well, it wasn't intentional. We were supposed to win in New York. We weren't supposed to lose the Sanctum, or Avengers Tower. Or Banner. I mean, call me crazy, but would sitting everyone down and telling them all about Blaze and the Parchment really have made a difference?
I understand why you did it. The fewer people who know about the Parchment, the better.
That's exactly right. When everyone operates on a need-to-know basis, they can focus.
Is that how you were able to focus?
Well, no, I need to know everything. Things are spiraling out of control, and right now, I just need to figure out what to do about this prophecy.
Do you really think you can stop the Darkhold's prophecy by working in here?
Well, I'm kind of known for making the impossible possible. Give me a couple hours and a decent lunch, maybe an Italian hoagie, and I can fix anything. Trust me.
If you want to stop the prophecy over lunch, I think you will need a bigger lunch.
Well, I need to be careful not to eat too much, especially carbs. I just blow up and, blow up. Huh. Please excuse me. I need to jot down some ideas.
Are you making prophecies of your own?
Shoo, go, genius at work. Gotta get a sign.
Right, to bed. We have got something fun in the morning.
Okay, Robbie. Just remember, you and Blaze are peers. You're legit. You're Ghost Rider too. Ghost Rider 2! Electric Boogaloo! Oh, morning, Blaze. Want to do some Spirit of Vengeance training in the yard? Oh man, I sound so lame. Freaking hopeless.
You are only hopeless if you think you are hopeless.
Oh, hey. I didn't see you there. You must think I'm super weird talking to myself. Huh. And here I was worried about embarrassing myself in front of Blaze.
As I said, embarrassment only comes if you let it.
Right, I get it. Cool is like a mindset.
Correct.
If we're gonna be working with Blaze, and he starts hanging out at the Abbey, and we're driving across the desert together killing demons, I need to be cool. Seeing him in action made me realize how much I need to step up my game. I mean, he's the original Spirit of Vengeance, the real Ghost Rider. And I'm just Robbie Reyes from East LA. How the hell am I supposed to live up to that?
Have you asked the Spirit of Vengeance that resides in you for advice?
You mean my roommate Sparky? Of course I have. He said I'm just as legit as Blaze, maybe even more legit. But I think Sparky may be a little biased. He has a rivalry with Blaze's Ghost Rider, some kind of demonic competition thing.
I see.
Look at me. I'm standing here in the middle of this ancient abbey, surrounded by some of Earth's greatest heroes. And I still don't really feel like I belong. It's not like I got that special something you've got. I mean, look at you. You're not intimidated by anyone. How do you own that swagger?
I did everything you are doing right now, including questioning myself.
It looks like it worked out for you.
And it will work out for you as well. Some things take time. Patience.
the world is about to end. I don't think time is on my side.
The world is always about to end, Robbie.
True that, true that. No excuses, right?
That is right.
Well, thanks for the heart-to-heart, or demon-to-demon, or whatever. You've given me and Sparky a lot to digest. See you around, Hunter.
At the Forge, we have unlocked the next tier of the item bench, which unlocks a shed load of fun new items to craft, and better versions of the ones we already have.
That was a hell of a sparring session, Ileana. Haven't been this sore since, well, ever. You really got me back there.
It's one of the perks of being underestimated.
Have you ever considered joining S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Spy stuff? No thanks. I don't tiptoe. Besides, I heard Nick Fury isn't exactly known for his transparency.
Neither is Caretaker, evidently. I respect Sarah, but I'm disappointed she didn't think she could trust us. She should have more confidence in her team, especially you.
Huh. You're not as much of a boomer as I thought you'd be.
Boomer? Please. I was born in 1918. Oh, those kids still have a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah, Cap was on ice when the baby boom was happening. He's silent generation, isn't he?
Looking for a fight. Who wants to fight?
Come on, Blaze. Show yourself. I'm running out of ideas.
Don't worry. That much big asshole energy can't hide for long.
You have more faith in our tech than I do.
Less in the tech, more in you.
Smooth, Blade.
How is the search for Blaze going?
Nowhere. The dude has totally gone off-grid. I've scoured every rat hole on the planet a guy like that would be seen in. Monster truck shows, stunt cycling extravaganzas, motocross events, but Blaze is totally MIA. I'm telling you, Hunter, if I have to spend one more hour scanning digital maps for that hot Cheeto, even my super sight is gonna go all squiggly.
Perhaps there is a silver lining in his inability to be found.
There is? Because I'd sure love to hear it.
Think about it. If the great Captain Marvel cannot locate him, then Lilith does not stand a chance in hell of finding him either.
Good point. But I'd still like to find him. If not for securing the parchment and preventing your mother's gothy Armageddon, then just for the principle of it. I don't like to lose. Well, I'd love to continue with the chit-chatting, but I've got to get back to the most boring manhunt in history.
Do let me know when you find him.
Don't worry. I'll be so freaking relieved and excited the whole Abbey will know.
It's good to have you around again. This isn't working.
The map table? Should I get Tony?
No, I mean Midnight Suns, Avengers, and now X-Men. The Abbey. None of it's working. And I have no one to blame but myself.
Self-pity? That is not you.
No self-pity. It's fact. 3 teams under the same roof, all fighting for different reasons. Nothing to bring us together. It's not too late to change that. If Agatha were here, she'd tell me... Oh, it doesn't matter. She isn't here.
If she were here, what do you think she would tell you to do?
To stop being so stubborn. That bringing everyone together is long overdue.
And that she loves you.
Yes.
So, what now?
I'm calling a meeting.
When?
Tonight. I'll spread the word. Find me after your mission. We can go there together.
All right.
With a big event going on tonight, let's do some upgrades. Talon is an upgrade to the War Room that adds unique modifiers to general missions, with additional rewards for completing them. And there's one more character we can add to the list ahead of that. He's a doozy.
Just because there is talk of a slime monster lurking beneath Manhattan does not mean...
Oh, it does. Look, I know Eddie and Venom. they're not what you'd call unsore losers. And we did, kind of bury them under an old bell tower.
Has anyone seen the creature since?
Long gone by the time S.H.I.E.L.D. showed up. They go to ground when you wound their pride. In this case, underground.
Venom on the loose? Licking his wounds?
Now that's a friendly neighborhood problem. So, how about we go solve it?
Do you have a question?
You gotta work on your social cues.
Are you worried that Venom will hold a grudge?
I wouldn't say worried. I've come to expect it.
And you still think this is a good idea?
Eddie tries to be a savior, but sometimes he needs to be saved from himself. Besides, what's the worst that could happen?
He could eat one of us?
See? Could be worse. We got all the slime in the world. So, where's our slime monster?
Vampire. Ah, vampires.
Maybe it's the Downtown Express?
Sounds like a lair.
Sounds like.
Still so hungry.
And there is your slime monster.
Time for seconds.
Breakfast for dinner, I guess, with a side of vamp over easy.
Not so easy for the vamp.
Oh, gross, Eddie! It's hard to know who to root for in these parasite versus parasite situations.
Parasite?
A demonically possessed symbiote?
With a vampire's bloodlust.
Not good.
Come on, Eddie, don't do this!
They are definitely doing this.
I should have known that thing would crawl back to the sewers once Lilith had no use for it.
Wrong! We have no use for Lilith! We don't need her!
Tell yourself whatever you have to.
Not to interrupt, but have you really been eating those vampires, Eddie?
The rarest meat of all!
So if you are what you eat, what does that make you?
Unfortunately, Blood Venom and Fallen Venom aren't that different in terms of fighting. It just gives him frenzy, much like Sabretooth. And you have a bunch of little vamps to deal with at the same time.
This is low even for you, Eddie. Moping in the sewers, scarfing down the undead. You're better than this. I meant more on a personal, even spiritual level, you know?
Make us stronger than she ever could!
He's not lost his words. I never thought I'd miss being chased across the city, but this is really getting gross.
Somehow the smell is even worse down here.
He's not eating roses.
You do have some extra challenge in that you only have access to Hunter and Spidey during this fight, and I have even more challenge because my Spidey is still wounded from last week.
Remember the old days, Eddie? We had our differences, but as bad as this.
Good or bad, We have had enough of all of you!
You're really getting through to him today.
While I appreciate your attempt to talk him down, I would settle for a knockout.
I'm not sure which is tougher, but we'll get to him either way. Ready for a crossover? Demon energy from every pore! Don't lose it, pal. Either of you. He is lost! One mercy remains.
Ah, yes. The elimination of one tormented soul for the good of many. Oh, but humans do love a moral dilemma. The umami of an otherwise flavorless existence.
Mephisto. Gesundheit. Nice mullet. Go to hell.
There's nowhere I would rather be, but I've come on business. So let's make a deal.
Is this one of those fiddle at the crossroads scenarios, or no deal?
My terms are as follows. I spare Venom. I cure the symbiote of Lilith's demonic touch. I end the blood fever he's given himself, gorging on curdled vampire bile. I retch a little thinking of it.
I said, no deal.
All this, and I ask but one inconsequential thing in return. Stop the vampire uprising. The undead are bad for business.
So you cure Eddie and we keep doing what we've been doing?
Yes. Wipe them out. Remove every trace of their foul scourge from the earth. Then I will cure this pathetic creature forever.
For the last time, no. Hold up. Give me the fine print.
Nothing much. The usual. If you should fail, you'll discover something far more threatening than the undead, namely yours truly, etc., immortal soul, yada yada.
This is a bad idea. This or he dies? We don't have much of a choice. I'm in.
Good. Just sign there and there. You may feel a little sting.
Bad food! We will destroy you, bad food!
Go get him, Ed. We should follow.
You do have a vampire war to wage. Oh, and Peter, I'll see you around.
How did he know my... Huh. Of all the surprises we've had so far, that was one of the weirdest. So, that's a truce then, right, Eddie?
We feel like ourselves again. Weaker, but ourselves. We will spare you. For now.
Hey, that's progress.
He didn't threaten to eat you. That is progress.
Venom joins the battle and is all about handing out as much damage as possible, but with a twist. See, Venom's offense stat is actually quite low for his level, but it's boosted by his special mechanic, Ravenous. Ravenous boosts Venom's offense up to 3 times, losing 1 for every card he plays, and gaining 1 at the start of each turn. This means he can blitz down a lot of stuff, but will need a moment to get his breath back, or dedicate a card play to get it back with something like Symbiote Sensors. But in the meantime, this guy hits like a hammer.
This is the worst headache Eddie ever had. We need a nap.
Almost forgot what you were like before Lilith got in your head. I've kind of missed it.
Your fault Lilith got in our head to begin with.
Is that really what you think? I never wanted that. I was trying to keep you from eating my neighbors.
Always following us, stopping us, leaving us hungry.
Well, that is kind of my job. I'm going for it.
These new breed vampires have little sense of self-preservation, even facing this.
What were you going to say?
New ally of ours?
We don't believe
Ha! I think that's the last of them. And not a moment too soon.
Is that
Eddie?
Well, this is awkward.
you are the man in the monster?
Something like that.
So, you okay, Eddie?
Blood! It's kidding, little joke. No, I come in peace.
For once.
Really? New kids gotta get in on this too? Hey, by the way, you're killing it out there. Respect.
Thank you. Not my first vampire war.
Eddie, are you yourself again?
Well, you mean, are we ourselves? Yeah, Lilith. She made us a monster. We did awful things. You know that's not who we are, right?
Of course.
So I'm sitting here, well, in there, and thinking... I saw what you did for me. So, how about we put aside all our, personal stuff?
Okay...
No, not forever. Just until this whole messed up vampire situation is figured out. Till all the innocent people are safe. I mean, that would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't know.
Works for me.
Shake on it. Oh. Wait a sec. Put her there, partner.
I'm there, partner.
Welcome to the Midnight Suns?
Welcome to the team, Eddie. Let's have a chat.
Some kind of monastery? You guys really put the home in home base. This is an impressive setup.
I hope the accommodations are better than what my mother provided.
Your mother gave me a lot of stuff, but most of it was grief. Thanks again for what you did for me. As if my past wasn't complicated enough, your mother added a fresh pile of regrets.
Eddie, you are here because a mutual friend believes in you.
You mean he believes I'm trouble? And he's not entirely wrong.
I do not want you at each other's throats.
Look, Parker and I have a complicated history, but it's water under the bridge. Well, I guess we're still building that bridge. But we have bigger fish to fry. From the bridge. Yeah, but enough about us. Can you trust me after everything that happened? I mean, I kept trying to eat you.
You are a different person. I cannot blame you for my mother's control.
Oh, that's a relief. Thought it might be weird between us. Want to hug it out? Sorry, I just made it awkward, didn't I?
No more than Peter Parker does.
So, now that we've cleared the air, I'm a little worried about the deal we made with the devil. That's the first time I've meant it literally.
I agree with you, but Peter made his decision. Our plan was to stop the new breed vampires. Now we can do so with your help.
Maybe. I can't shake the feeling that he traded the devil we know for the devil we... well, for another devil we know. Why are there so many devils?
If the world ends, we shall never know.
I'm glad you sound confident. The symbiote and I are on the fence. No offense, but I hear there's a gym here, and I'm itching to check it out. I'm gonna do that, unless you need something else.
I would like to get to know you better.
Okay, hit me.
I would like to know more about you.
Really? Like what?
What was your life like before you became Venom?
I was a reporter, and I was pretty good at it. Well, I was okay. Somewhere between okay and pretty good. Had a few wins. Then one major gaffe blew up my whole career.
What happened?
It's a long story. And not my favorite one to tell. Maybe I'll share the details someday. All you need to know is that it nearly ended my career. I still find the occasional reporting gig, but... well, let's just say it's for news sites with stories about how the government buries alien bodies in the desert.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Just not the kind of aliens these sites talk about.
What drives you to fight for justice?
Plenty of people will tell you I'm no hero. Some of them might be living in the Abbey. But I really do care about doing what's right. I guess you could say I had a tough childhood. Always wished I'd had a strong friend who could save me from the monsters in my life. So I became a monster. To save those too small to fight for themselves. Yeah, they might be afraid of me, but I'll keep them safe.
You seem ruthless for a hero.
Is that a question?
Half the Midnight Suns believe the greater good can sometimes outweigh a single life, but none of them, well...
Eat their enemies?
You could put it that way.
My brand of justice is an acquired taste.
I would like to know more about your symbiote.
Naturally. Go for it.
How did you and the symbiote connect with one another?
I got bitten by a radioactive pool of motor oil.
What?
No, that would have been less traumatic. Truth is, Spider-Man brought the symbiote back from space.
Space?
Be surprised what that kid gets up to. Anyway, Parker found the suit ill-fitting. His loss was my gain. Maybe I'll tell you the story someday.
What are your capabilities on the battlefield?
Now, without your mom's demonic protein powder, we can still bench press a bus if we need to. We also have limited shape-shifting abilities. Our tendrils are handy when we need to grab something or web someone to a wall. And we can also camouflage ourselves if needed. Don't tell Parker, but he traded down when he went back to those red and blue pajamas.
I noticed that you sometimes refer to yourself as we. Why is that?
Because I'm a king in black.
What does that mean?
It doesn't matter. Truth is, Venom isn't a singular personality. It's a combination of myself and the symbiote. That's why we say we.
Must be strange to have a conversation with the voice inside your head.
Yeah, well, if you thought it was hard fighting vampires, try doing it when your costume is yelling in your ear.
Eddie, can I talk to Venom now?
That's not how it works. I'm not deranged. I just share a body with an alien symbiote. And okay, yeah, that does sound deranged. But it also happens to be true. You want to talk to Venom? You always are, Hunter.
Actually, I have to run.
I'm around if you need me.
Wait, were we really having that conversation like 10 feet from Peter?
Are you alright?
Why? Because one of my ex-nemesis now lives in the same building? Do I not look okay? I'm thinking calming thoughts.
What thoughts keep you calm?
Eating stacks of my aunt's wheat cakes. Watching baseball with my Uncle Ben. Oh, and picturing myself doing yoga. That's super calming.
Imagining yoga relaxes you?
Doing actual yoga is exhausting. But thinking about it is like a workout for the mind. See? I'm already looser than that analogy.
So you completely forgot that you and Venom are now living in the same building.
And now I'm anxious.
If it is an issue, we can find him alternative lodging. Perhaps in Limbo?
No. I think this could be a good bonding experience for Eddie and me. Sure, I didn't exactly bond with the symbiote, but you know what I mean.
I will take your word for it.
Anyway, that's not the only reason I'm on edge. Back in the sewer, Mephisto called me by my name. Is that something I need to worry about?
Peter, of course he knows. He is the devil.
Kinda feels like I made a big mistake here. But I'd do it again. Eddie is worth saving.
We shall see.
I was really hoping for something more encouraging, but I guess I can live with cold-eyed pragmatism.
Alright, Caretaker, let's do this. Team meeting time. Settle in, viewers. There's about to be a lot of talking.
Almost time for the meeting.
I'm ready.
All right, it's not far from here.
Hello, my dear.
What are you doing here?
Whenever Sarah was this nervous, I used to keep close. A look, a smile, a touch on the shoulder. It always helped. I can't do that now, of course, but death can't stop me from watching over her.
Why would she be nervous?
I don't know. I think I'll stay and find out.
An auspicious night, don't you think, Mr. Rogers?
Stop calling me that. I can't live up to that name.
I am glad to have Venom on the team. Eddie, I could do without. Hunter, is this meeting about the blood stains in the library? Because I told Blade I would clean that up.
There are bloodstains in the library?
No. Not anymore. I'm sure this must be about something else.
I thought there'd be snacks.
I thought there'd be drinks.
I brought salt poppers, if you want some.
Those are vile.
Great spot for something bad to happen.
What makes you say that?
Ominous meeting called together last minute in the middle of the night? That doesn't seem weird to you?
I suppose you are right.
If I get voted off the Abbey, it was nice knowing you.
Good thing you're fireproof.
What?
Nothing. I have a feeling about the meeting.
You think she's announcing a team barbecue?
Not exactly.
We about to light a bonfire? Maybe some light chanting?
That is not something we do.
Bummer. I was hoping I could roast some marshmallows.
The air is still.
Is that a bad thing?
Not always, but it feels like a bad omen.
Did she say what it's about?
Just that we all had to be here.
Maybe we're getting fired.
No, there's still coffee.
So?
Well, the first sign of layoffs is when they stop replacing the coffee.
Short notice for a meeting.
What do you think it is about?
From the set of her jaw, some kind of reprimand.
I'm always wary of impromptu team meetings.
Why?
It's usually when people get fired.
You have been fired?
Well, me? No. But I've had to call those meetings, and they suck.
I dislike this.
Why? We don't know what it's about.
I dislike anything mandatory.
You dislike everything.
Not true. I tolerate you. Somewhat.
Oh, nicest thing you've ever said to me.
You know how long this will take?
I do not. Why?
Robbie and I had plans. It's fine. We'll figure it out.
Big news, whatever it is.
How can you tell?
I've known Sarah long enough. After tonight, everything changes.
She didn't call this meeting lightly. Whatever this is, it's important.
How do you know?
Because I've called meetings like this before.
Such a charming location for whatever is about to happen.
What? No predictions?
As I have mentioned on many occasions, often in your presence, I can no longer peer along the shaft of time's arrow, nor alter its arc.
But if you could...
What would you suggest I do? Waste my considerable talents on a glorified pep talk? I should think not.
So you know nothing of what will happen?
I have my suspicions.
What a waste of my evening.
Do you know what this is about?
No, but it will be a waste, I am certain.
Any idea what this is about?
Not really.
I think she's gonna yell at somebody.
Why do you say that?
Just a feeling.
Nobody knows what this is about. Did she say something to you?
Not really.
Whatever it is, it can't be good.
This is odd, huh?
The meeting?
No, meeting out here. Why not the common room? Something's up.
Feeling good today, girl.
Everyone's here. I should begin.
You sound like you are hesitating.
That's because I am. I could use a moment to collect my thoughts.
What did you always tell me? Hesitation is a gift delivered to your enemy?
It is absolute cruelty to use my own words against me, especially when you're right. Time to tear off the bandage. Thank you all for coming. Truthfully, I wasn't sure everyone would, and that's why we're meeting. The Hunter and I are working to stop Lilith and her master, Chthon. I'm not certain about the rest of you.
We're in this to the end.
Are you? I see petty rivals more concerned with scoring points off one another than stopping the mother of demons.
Whoa there, if anyone isn't pulling their weight, it's the Midnight Suns.
And if anyone's doing their own thing, it's the Avengers.
And the ringleaders prove my point. But I speak only for myself. So, I ask the Hunter, who is responsible for the dysfunctional state in which we find ourselves?
If anyone should be held responsible, it is me.
Agree to disagree, boss.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but Tony's right.
And that's my new ringtone.
Don't ruin the moment.
It is true. I have not done enough for any team. If I am the one who brings people together to defeat Lilith, I have already failed.
She will destroy everything you know, pollute all you love. In this, she and her followers are unified. To serve Lilith is to serve Chthon. If you don't pull the same direction, if you'd rather fight each other, we've already lost.
Look, the Midnight Suns are unproven. I will grant that they have potential, but we can't trust an apocalyptic threat to the Halloween teens.
We're all in our 20s.
Could have fooled me.
See? The Avengers underestimate their allies. You think they'll do otherwise for the Mother of Demons? If they're in charge, we lose.
You're both right. The only one who can lead us to victory is the Hunter.
Huh.
That's our Steve.
What do you say, Hunter? Are you willing to lead us against your own mother?
Only if everyone wants me to do it.
I can only speak for myself, but you already convinced me.
Just like that?
It's a heavy responsibility. I wanted to hear you say you're willing to bear it. We're your team, Hunter. Tell us how you plan to lead us.
We know our goal. Now we need to do the work. I plan to push everyone here to the limit. But no one has to do anything I would not do myself. Without trust and respect, we are no team.
Highly inspirational, boss, but let's get down to vibranium tax. We're all equal here, and it's obvious my team is first among equals. Look, there's no question these kids have heart. We can't do any of this without them. But this isn't our first apocalypse, and experience beats heart any day of the week. Boss, I need to know where we stand on this.
Tony, do you believe the world is truly in danger?
Of course.
And do you believe I can lead the team against this threat?
Well, yeah.
Then you and the rest of the Avengers need to trust me to do what is best for all of us.
Not to interrupt this feel-good moment, but what about us? It's no secret we were sidelined when Tony and the others showed up. Caretaker built our team to face this threat, but we've been pushed aside. I need to know that ends here.
There is no future where the Midnight Suns miss the fight.
That's all we needed to hear.
You need to hear more than that. So does everyone here. Nico, Blade, Ileana, and Robbie may have been here first, but now we are all the Midnight Suns. When every one of us believes that, we will be ready to face my mother.
That's enough for tonight. I want all of you to reflect on what we said. If you'll excuse me, I need a moment with the Hunter. So that's it. We did what we could. Let's hope it works.
I had no idea this was coming.
Kiddo, you have no poker face. For the others to consider you as a leader, your reaction needed to be genuine.
Was Steve in on this?
No, but he respects you, and I had a feeling he'd speak his mind. If he hadn't suggested you take the reins, it would have been me.
I still do not see the point of all this.
They're finally thinking of something other than themselves. That was the point.
That is all I needed.
Tonight, we pulled the plunger and set the ball rolling. The rest is gravity, and the occasional nudge.
Is that a pinball reference?
In the 70s, Agatha insisted I pick up a hobby. I won a few tournaments.
Why do I know about pinball?
Perhaps it's the universe telling you to challenge me when this is all done?
Think I could take you?
No, you drain faster than bathwater.
about you guys, but that fired me up.
Wait, you get excited when people yell at you?
No, I mean the hunter taking charge.
I'm with Robbie.
I thought you wanted to be in charge.
I wanted anyone in charge. Organizations and dogs abhor a vacuum.
Not Charlie. She gutted one, then rolled around in the dust. I've never seen Blade so annoyed.
I have expertise in the extraordinary, but Venom is unlike anything I've encountered in my travels. I had not predicted this.
Really?
No, Sarah spoke with me earlier. We have a long history of mutual advisement.
What advice did you provide?
About time. Which was a mistake. She thought I'd presented her with a temporal riddle, as I do on occasion.
Did you plan this with Caretaker?
Nope, it was off the cuff.
Impressive to see that in person.
What exactly?
Captain America, speaking from the heart.
I do that all the time.
Come on, Steve. You know what he means.
And you know I can't take a compliment.
Your greatest weakness.
Good thing the Red Skull never found out.
I could have brought popcorn.
For the team?
No, to watch you turn the Abbey upside down and shake it like tambourines. You were more entertaining than anything I could have done tonight. Next time, I'll bring popcorn.
Not what I expected.
Is that good or bad?
Right now? Feels good to me.
There's the Sarah I know.
The one who yells at everyone?
The one who kicks indecisions straight in the ass. Up for a drink?
More than you know.
Common room?
In a few minutes.
Congratulations. Leadership looks good on you, Hunter.
It does?
Of course. You've been leading the Midnight Suns for a while now, even if you haven't noticed.
Do you think I am up to the challenge?
I do. A little advice. Confidence in your team will build confidence in yourself.
Every meeting should be like this one.
Unpleasant?
Contentious?
No, interesting. And over in 5 minutes.
This is a little awkward.
It does not have to be. Even if I am team leader, we can still be friends.
Oh, no, I meant this whole time I assumed you were already in charge. Now I don't know how to treat you.
You do not need to treat me any differently.
As you wish, Your Highness.
You do not have to call me that. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know, Your Excellency.
You certainly know how to speak your mind.
You agreed with me?
Of course not. But you stepped up, you laid it out, and now you're ready to walk straight into hell. Figure I'll be there when you do.
Really?
Yeah, you're the obvious target, so I'll slip past why they tear you limb from limb. Don't worry, we'll build you a bigger mausoleum.
Always the strategist.
Still working out the kinks, but we'll get there.
Don't know why I didn't see it. You're perfect for this.
You did not see me as a leader?
It never crossed my mind. Most leaders I've encountered in life have a sort of professional ambition, for better or worse. Steve doesn't, but he's also called Captain America. The name alone carries rank and authority.
So if I went by Private Hunter...
Oh no, don't call yourself that. And I'm not explaining why.
I didn't come here planning to put you on the spot, but that's how it turned out.
You really think I can do this?
I know you can do this, and you have a great team ready for you to lead them. So let's get started.
Now that you're in charge, I was wondering if you'd allow me to bring a few cadavers into the Abbey. For medical research, of course.
Well, you would have to talk to Magic about bringing those through the portal.
She already told me no. Well, I assumed that's what she meant when she shook her head and laughed while walking away. You know what? Never mind. Those experiments can wait.
Well, slap my ass and call me Deadpool. You're the boss now.
I cannot say I was expecting this.
There's a time and place for modesty, and it ain't now.
If you say so.
Better you than me. I wouldn't know leadership if it walked up and kicked me in my fun bags.
What exactly are your fun bags?
It's where I store my kazoos and party poppers, except for the expensive ones. I tuck those behind my...
Never mind.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't tell you where to find my secret fun hole.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm happy for you, but I hope it isn't weird when we hang out.
Why would it be weird?
Huh. Good point. All right. Let's not make it weird.
I get what Steve sees in you.
Is that a compliment or an insult?
With him, depends on the week. But for you, it's all compliment, boss. Wouldn't you know it? Now you're the actual boss. And I called it, way before Steve did.
I don't know if I agree with everything you said. Still, I'm glad you said it.
What do you mean?
This is the first time I've felt like I'm really part of a team. Not just Peter tagging along. I get it, we're in this together, but it's good to know that's how you see it.
Yeah, I guess I can follow you. For now.
What are you saying exactly?
Kid, don't lose my respect. It's the part of me that won't grow back.
I'm so proud of her. And you, of course. Don't pout.
Victory in the social battlefield earns us the Unity Collar, which grants us fast after playing a light, dark, and neutral card in combat. Order doesn't matter. I don't know about you, but I feel awfully socially drained after that. I need to lie down. See you next week, good night, and much love.